Coming up next, I'm giving y'all this prison story about a fake pastor who went to prison for touching little boys and robbing God's people. Stay tuned to the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show.
It's JS Corner from the prison story massacres. I be telling stories about the pushers and the traffickers, trying to keep the YNs away from the bandits. Don't eat the honey bun, don't drink the coke, don't become another victim or the butt of a joke. Don't close both eyes when you sleep or get choked.
No, man, I swear, stop, I swear. I was only looking. I never touched them boys. I swear, man, I gave all the money back. I gave them people their money back. Come on, man, you gotta believe me. Oh, come. Shut up. What up? We are back. Who am I? Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. So let's get into it. Now, before I dig into it, let me just drop a quick disclaimer. By no means do the actions of this one person represent all people of the same nature. And by no means do I believe that they're all bad and not telling the truth. So, without further ado, and without ruining the suspense and surprise of this story, let's get to it. Now, this story is going to go out to your young ministers, your church-going people, your people that believe everything you're told. Yeah. Now, just because somebody portrays to be a good person and, you know, they got the clean cut waves and sharp suit and the shine shoes and the, you know, cufflinks and the gold tie clip, and they sharp. Just because they dress sharp and they look like they know what they got going on don't mean what, you know, that is what it is. So a lot of times, and it's a shame, y'all, you have to really see it for what it is. A lot of times there's a lot of these ministers out here pulling scams, fake, and you have to be able to weed them out, y'all. Some of them might sound like they preaching the word of God. Some of them might sound so good. And you know what? That might be enough for y'all. That might be all you need. Something to stimulate your soul. So maybe deep down in your heart, you know that some of what these people are saying is false. And that they're just trying to get your money. And some of you might just say, well, he's saying what I need to hear right now, so I'm just going to rock with it. I don't care if he's a real minister or not. Now, there's a lot of people in the world that live by this faith, that if the minister is preaching it, it's got to be right. He only going to tell us to do the right thing. But what if your minister was a fake minister? And the whole time he's been preaching to your congregation, he was just eating and eating and eating every donation, every tithe that went into that bucket. Somehow, mysteriously ended up into a shell account that he had made for himself. How is that, y'all? You got your Treasury Department, you got your clerks, all that. But somehow that money mysteriously slipped into an unknown account. Yeah. And guess what? It's fake ministers like that that eventually get caught. And when the jig's up, they end up in prison. And oh yeah, us good old prison boys are more than happy to hand out prison justice. Now let's fast forward to the prison, because I know that's what y'all been waiting for. I know I got y'all. Young boy walks into prison named Calvin. Got glasses, waves, little goatee, medium, like 150 pounds. And he can't be no more than 25, 26, I'm guessing. So everybody looking like, what the hell he could have did? He looked like a banker or something, like, what the hell? So ain't nobody press him right away. Let him get in his cell and leave it up to his cellmate. He didn't seem like he was going to be a problem for nobody, so we was like, all right. Now, we hadn't gotten a word on him yet because, well, that's a good thing. If the COs didn't come and pull me and my cousin to the side and explain the charges to us, then that means he ain't a chomo or, anything that we should be worried about. Now, we finding out that this guy was a pastor or a youth minister, let's say. And somebody said, word on the block is, I heard that he might be in here for something having to do with, some underage people, but that's not why he's in here exactly. So we're like, all right, what you mean? You know what? Never mind. We gonna go talk to the guards. So it was nighttime already. We talking to C.O. Brown. C.O. Brown gave us the rundown. He was like, oh, I thought y'all knew already. That's why I ain't come over and say nothing, because y'all been here all day with him. I thought y'all knew what it was. And we like, nah, what is it? What do you mean? And he was like, all right, look, this is the rundown on that dude. So Calvin was a youth minister, and he got accused of being alone with minors. There was never no proof that he did anything, but the minors insist that he did touch. He's saying that he only looked. Now, either way you put it, looking and touching a minor is the damn same thing. So they couldn't prove anything with that. But looking deeper into whatever he had going on, over an 8-month period, this man has skimmed over $1 million from the church he was ministering at. Yeah, y'all. This man was robbing God's people. So when all of that hit the fan and came out, the accountant seen it, took it to the cops. They got involved. Long story short, that is how Calvin got here. So it's not for underage people. It's for stealing that money from God's people. And they're like, all right. And we like, either way, he sound like fool. That's pretty much what you're telling us. He sound like fool, period. And C.O. Brown, like, I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but it is what it is. Like, you already know, you know what I mean? So we're like, all right, say no more. So now we got to figure out how we're gonna go about, dealing with Calvin. But we decided we was gonna play a few games with him first. We was gonna play a few games with him, let him live for a few days in fear, shake him up a little bit before we really get to work. If you haven't done so already, go on over to @JSK Talk Show and hit that subscribe button, y'all. Y'all already know the vibes. Your boy got these real life stories waiting for y'all. Go binge that. So they ended up putting Calvin in a neutron cell. That's a non-affiliate. Somebody who's just, either they're paying taxes themselves or they cool. It is a such thing. Anyway, so that just made it even easier for us to run down on him whenever we wanted to. He wasn't going to say nothing. And we just decided to go hang out by the cell and be a little intimidating. And Calvin, he looking around and he wondering, well, what the heck, you know them? He asked his roommate, his bunkie. And he's like, nah, man. Nah, I thought they was here for you. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And we just looking. We're not going in the cell. We just walking by, looking. Anytime we walk by, take a quick peek in. Give a head nod. What's up, Pastor? What's up? Now, the one thing that most neutrons don't get into is checking paperwork. They could be sleeping in the room with a chomo and not even know it because they was too stupid to check that paperwork. Nah, you need to know what it is from the rip. So, we knew for a fact we already had one reason to run down on that cell. Because we knew old boy wasn't going to do nothing about it. Even if the charges was bad, he wasn't going to put nobody on the gate. He was barely getting by himself. He lucky he ain't been put on the gate yet. Anyway, damn, I get mad talking about these fools. So, we'll just keep doing that, y'all, for the whole day. Passing by. Every mess hall call, every time count call out. We make sure we cross paths for no reason at all. And the next day, we saw him in the day room. This guy thought he was just going to sit there and watch TV with everybody else. Nah. We got real close, pulled our chairs up on both sides of him. Said, hey, you still haven't produced any paperwork yet. And he looking left to right. What? Paperwork? What you mean? We need to see your paperwork, bruh. You've been here 2 days now. And you ain't gonna Don Juan your way out of this one. Them waves don't mean shit up in here. What you here for? Matter of fact, don't even tell me. Give me that paperwork now. He like, oh man, listen. You ain't gotta see my paperwork. I'll tell you what I did. And he like, I stole some money, man. I stole some money from my whole congregation. And that's just it, man. And I got caught. And they took all that shit back. And I got a big fine I gotta pay. And I gotta do 15 years. Yeah, because I had it in different bank accounts. So, I don't know, what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, you don't know what to tell me? You don't know what to tell me? Shut up. How about I tell you that? You was touching underage people. Was you or wasn't you? Nah, man. Nah, I ain't touch him. I was only looking, man. That's just bad. Just as bad. And everybody just start punching, kicking, and stomping on this dude, Calvin. Calvin on the ground whimpering. Oh, stop, man. You stole my granny's money. Bah, Bow, bow, bow. My granny need her income. Bow, bow, bow. Man, I gave all that money back, man. I gave it back. You ain't gonna make it out this prison, sucker. You's a demon. Well, right then and there, let's just say the pastor got his prison justice. But it wasn't over yet, y'all. It wasn't over. No. Because the things that happened to Pastor Calvin after this incident will go on to be legendary in the prison. Yep. It's the first and last time it ever happened. And honestly, you're going to have to tune in to part 2 to hear about it. Because we are out of time for this video. I hope you liked part 1. Like, share, subscribe. Shit, hit that hype button, y'all. This is the Jersey Street Corner Talk Show. I am your boy, Jersey Street Corner, and I'm out.
His JS corner from the prison story massacres. I be telling stories about the pushers and the traffickers, trying to keep the YNs away from the bandits. Don't eat the honey bun, don't drink the coke, don't become another victim or the butt of a joke. Don't close both eyes when you sleep or get choked. When you go to the mess hall, sit with your team, cause if you sit with some punk boy, you can get seen, then you can get dealt with. Prison justice like you never felt it. I be taking y'all back to stories of the helpless. That lava I spit, get your boy stories melted. I spit about prison justice cause I dealt it. And you a real hater if you can't respect it. All that bullshit, yeah, I'm here to check that. Any confrontation, I'ma show up. Bet that. You a real hater, I'm here to address that. When it comes to storytelling, I'm the best at. You a real hater, I'm here to address that. When it comes to storytelling,